This is a Bible translation overview of A Voice in the Wilderness Holy Scriptures, which was first published in 2003 by Paul Becker, the webmaster of A Voice in the Wilderness, a Christian discernment website which is located at www.a-voice.org. This Bible translation is not a new translation, but rather an updated version of the New King James Version that was published in 1982, with influences from the King James Version and J.P. Green's literal translation. This translation is a formal equivalence translation, which means that it translates as close to word for word from the original languages as possible. It has been revised a few times in 2004, 2006, 2008, and 2010. Like the New King James, the King James and J.P. Green's literal translation, it uses the Textus Receptus as the basis for its New Testament. It has a few peculiarities. First of all, like the New King James and J.P. Green's literal translation, it capitalizes pronouns referring to deity, whether to God, Jesus Christ, or the Holy Spirit, and it does so in the Old Testament in various passages that are considered messianic prophecies. Like J.P. Green's literal translation, it uses the name Jehovah in places where in the Old Testament the sacred name of the Lord would appear, although in a few places it uses the abbreviated name Yah. The word hell never appears in this translation. In the Old Testament, Sheol is used, whereas in the New Testament, Hades, Gehenna, and Tartarus are used. A few alternate word choices appear in this translation. Instead of worship, a term like do homage is used. And instead of baptize, it would use the word immerse, as in water immersion and immersion in the Holy Spirit. Luke 23:34 omits the portion where it reads in most translations Jesus' words, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." This translation is available online and as electronic downloads at the A Voice in the Wilderness Discernment website at www.a-voice.org. Printed copies of this translation can be purchased at lulu.com.